Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be speaking on a couple of creepy actual stories, but not the kind of creepy stories you want to hear like in October. The, the despicable actual creepies. So apparently, a Chester County man sentenced to 28 years for secretly recording multiple children in the bathroom. The defendant distributed his recording online to others seeking homemade child pornography. This actual name by the name of Israel, 34, of Nottingham, Pennsylvania, was sentenced to 28 years and a lifetime of supervised release by the U.S. District Court. He uh, he actually received these actual years for multiple child exploitation charges, including producing, possessing, and distributing child pornography. In April 2021, the defendant pleaded guilty to 3 counts of manufacturing child pornography, 1 count of distribution of child pornography, and 1 count of possession of child pornography. The charges stem from an investigation into an online forum known for being a place where users trade child pornography. For almost a year, the defendant hid his cell phone in a bathroom and secretly recorded child victims while they used the restroom facilities. Law enforcement agents caught onto the defendant's crime in April 2020 during an undercover investigation into an online chat group in which the user shared homemade child pornography. He distributed his own homemade child pornography showing a young child using the bathroom. The defendant even highlighted the child's face to the undercover officer, saying that's the child's face. That's creepy. The defendant hid these recordings on his cell phone and in secret online accounts that federal agents were able to identify using numerous search warrants. That's good. That's when you actually want these actual feds to actually use these type of actual search warrants. These accounts contain thousands of additional child pornography videos and images depicting children as young as infants being sexually abused and raped. Hundreds of child victims have been identified. That's horrible. The next story I'm going to be bringing up, hopefully this becomes a trend. I was actually surprised, but at the same time, hey, it's we're in the right direction. Okay, and the next one's going to be out of San Antonio. A 76-year-old by the name of Paul was sentenced to 60 years in prison for child pornography. So basically, life. He's 76 years old. But this is what hopefully this becomes a trend. Okay, according to court documents, the San Antonio resident created photos and videos depicting pre prepubescent children engaging in sexual explicit conduct. Some of the media created by this individual involved him committing a variety of sexual acts on special needs children under the age of 12. How lower can you go? In addition to his actual prison sentence, Paul was ordered to forfeit his house, his car, electronic equipment, and pay each of the victims $81,000. So there's 2 victims actually. We're in the right direction. We're in the right direction. Just hit them where it actually hurts. I mean, you have to start off somewhere. On June 2021, Paul pleaded guilty to 2 counts of producing child pornography. So he abused 2 young children targeted for their special needs, and it's just I mean, once again they leave me speechless. He preyed upon the most vulnerable in our society for his own sexual gratification. He violated the trust and that of their parents. Wow. Our community cannot tolerate these types of children predators, and we will continue to prosecute them to the fullest extent. That's according to one of the attorney generals. Now, the other reason why this is, I gotta hit my hands off to this actual AT&T tech. He was actually at the home troubleshooting some kind of telephone. He was troubleshooting some kind of problem with his either his telephone line or his internet, something of the sort, right? So he's actually invited by this actual predator, this Paul, into his home to do some tech work. While in the home doing tech work, he happens to catch a glimpse of Paul's computer, which contained the images of two individual children being abused, basically child porn on the computer. He might have, I don't know why he would leave it open, but he did. And I'm glad and I'm glad this tech, you know what? I can only imagine he knew what he saw. And he didn't take it upon himself. He did not actually take the law into his own hands, which I'm sure we all would have understood if he did something. But he actually reported it up to change the command. And that's how they got him because of technician. Now, for me personally, for actually being invited to people's homes for almost 20 years under hospice, first thing that they actually teach you, you see something, you say something. Not necessary to the Fed, not necessary at the actual situation, but you need to actually report it to higher ups to see if maybe adult protective services need to be called, the sheriffs need to be called. But it is not up to you. It's actually up to your actual chain of command that actually can take it to a different forum instead of you trying to be a hero, you know? And I'm glad this guy did not try to be a hero. I know it must have took a lot for him to just walk away, but he did the right thing. He told somebody, you know? Okay, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe.